What's going on, Nick's Anonymous family? Welcome back to another glorious episode of
Nick's Anonymous episode 109. Would have been 110, but we had technical difficulties last week, so here we are.
If you're wondering why it's so half-assed in terms of the glorious, dude, I'm mustering as much positive energy as I can after what just happened tonight. My heart is broken into a million pieces, Steven. Can't even lie to you.
It's all thanks to one man, Devin Booker.
Steve, man, enough to make a grown man cry. But yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's how you would call, how the samurais call it, a beautiful death. Like, from an NBA fan perspective, the shot he took, the way he took it, the way it looked.
Yeah, he did some Kobe shit, bro. As I said in the live, Devin Booker did some Kobe shit. It
was perfect. So listen, I love being here with the Knicks Anonymous family. So I'm going to do my best to keep the energy alive. I'm gonna tape my smile. Like, I'm gonna get a piece of Scotch tape and just tape it like this. Shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family as always. Stevie, social medias, real quick.
Follow us at Instagram on Knicks Anonymous. Follow us on Twitter at Knicks Anonymous, spelled with a Z. Follow us on TikTok at Knicks Anonymous. You can check out our website, knicksanonymous.com. And we're also on platforms such as Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, Breaker, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. I read it out of order this time around.
It is A-OK. They got the gist. And if that's not enough for them, you can always just look at this beautiful template you have on YouTube. And if that may not be enough for you, look down in the description down below and you will find links to everything Stevie just said. And my camera is unfocused. There we go. Let's get this episode started. All right, Stevie. Let's start it with light and clip it.
Sure.
Because this is the talk of the town. So actually, you know what? Before we even do that, let's
not of the town, of our town.
Of our town. Yeah, you're right. So let's before we even go there, let's start with the obvious. So today it is November 26th. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving full of food and all that good stuff, all that positive vibes and all that other shit. You're gonna need it, because this one sucked the life out of it. And I had it, and it's gone. Fun. Okay, so the New York Knicks took on the Phoenix Suns. Final score 115-113. Came down to a buzzer beater.
Really impressive one too.
A really impressive buzzer beater. But I'm gonna make a claim, and I'm gonna let Stevie take the mic after. I'm gonna let him just back off of what I said. I called this the hot air balloon that popped. And what I'm getting at with this is that the reason why, now you can easily just say, yeah, we lost to a buzzer beater. The Knicks did great. That's debatable as well. They did not do great at all. They played their heart out, this, that, yada, yada, whatever. My theory, the hot air balloon theory, is that the buzzer beater was the pop. And what led to the pop was missed free throws, right? We missed 9 free throws. We lost by 2. Missed 9 free throws. What else? So right now we're blowing up the air. We're blowing up the balloon. Super pause. Oh my God. We're blowing up the balloon.
Why'd you pause? You're blowing up a balloon.
The rebounds. We got killed on the rebounds. Not crazy, but we did get beat on the rebounds, which is shocking to me because we're the best rebounding or best offensive rebounding team in the league. So we got beat on our own game. And I even said it in the game day post. It's going to be exciting watch Nurkic versus Robinson, because Robinson usually has problems with stronger centers, with big framed centers like Nurkic, Adams, those kind of guys. And, and I wasn't holding it against Robinson. I actually said I want to see what he can do against him, based off the fact that Robinson's a completely new player. And, granted, he still had 11 rebounds, so he did pretty well, but just not as good. You could also blame it on Randall if you wanted to. 5 rebounds. It's not the Randall we're usually, catered to. We like to see the 20 and 10 Randall. He got 5. It's bad when Jalen Brunson got more rebounds than you. So, Randall wasn't doing a very good job boxing out. So it wasn't all Mitchell Robinson's fault. But put it in the hot air balloon. It's getting now the hot air balloon's getting bigger. Now we up to here, right? Quentin Grimes scoring 3 points. It's getting bigger, Stevie. RJ Barrett dropping 9 points. It's getting bigger, Stevie. So this leads us to where it left off before the buzzer beater. Tie game, right? All these things in my hot air balloon left us to the tie game. And what did we do with this hot air balloon, Stevie? We gave it to Devin Booker. And Devin Booker took a kitchen knife and shanked it and popped it. And if you didn't get where I'm getting at here, is that it didn't have to come to this. The Phoenix Suns had 2 of their main guys out. We let Eric Gordon do Eric Gordon things, apparently. He dropped 20. How much did Eric Gordon have? Eric Gordon dropped 25. And he shot 6 of 9 from 3. So, in hindsight, yes, we lost. We lost to a buzzer beater. That's what we saw. But in actuality, we lost way before that buzzer beater. We left a good team the game, and they took it. We can't do that. We can't leave things out for people to take. It actually happened in the Miami game too. We were just fortunate enough to pull it out. If you want to compare the Miami game versus the Suns game, they're identical. The Miami were blowing us out. The Suns had us by 14. The Heat had us by 20 plus. And what did the Knicks do? The Knicks go into the game of catch up. When you play the game of catch up, Stevie, Knicks Anonymous family as well, you have to be perfect. Because now there is little to no for nothing, for no mistake, no nothing. You can't give up offensive rebounds. You can't give up threes. You can't give up nothing. Nothing. Now, the Knicks did a very good job. Randall woke up in the third quarter, did what he had to do. And, we caught up, brought it to tie game. But unfortunately, with the first half being a dud, with Quentin Grimes being another solid donut, RJ Barrett not producing what usually producing, bench not producing what it usually produces, and this is the result. You get a game winner. So, am I wrong, Stevie?
No, I don't think so. I kind of knew things weren't going to be good in the beginning, because the first thing I told myself is like, yo, these guys seem to be hitting their threes, especially Eric Gordon. He had 12 points in the first quarter, by the way. We'll throw that out there. He got off to a hot start. And I just told myself, I was like, okay, this is a bad sign. They're hitting their threes and they're making it look easy. And then the second quarter happened. That was pretty ugly. Third quarter it was back and forth. Fourth quarter it was back and forth. Devin Booker happened. I won't dig too deep into this game personally, because despite all the negatives you said, yeah, and those are notable negatives, I'm not going to say ignore them. I won't say that at all. Keep those in mind, because, we do need more rebounds from Randall. We need more hustle from Mitch. It was pretty uncharacteristic that Mitch got out hustled today. And it's not for a lack of effort. It just happened. I won't say Mitch wasn't trying. It just happened. Things went the Suns' way. That's all it was.
And I don't think it was necessarily Mitch's fault. I think it goes back to, it being a team effort. You got to put a body on everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
I even saw on Twitter, which I could actually agree with, because it shows in the numbers. A lot of the offensive rebounds, the guy that was getting it 9 times out of 10, it was Julius Randle's man. So it wasn't really even Nurkic. Let me see. Let's go.
As I said, a lot of blame goes around today. But despite all those negatives, we were still in the game, and it took a buzzer beater to beat us. So I don't think that's a bad sign. Is it a loss that stings? Yeah, it definitely does. Again, beautiful shot. Shout out to Devin Booker. I won't take that away from him. But this stings, dude. I won't lie to you. We could have. This was a very winnable game, as I said in the live as well. If Devin Booker misses that shot and this game goes to overtime, the Knicks probably win this game because we had momentum at that moment up until Devin Booker said, "Nah, I ain't having that." You know what I mean? So, um, the loss that stings again. I'll say that, but this is one I won't dig too deep into. It's not that serious. Yeah, it had its negatives, but it's not that serious.
I'll tell you what is serious. Quentin Grimes' performance in general. That's serious, bro. That is so serious. And we're not gonna get into Quentin Grimes yet. We have a very special segment specifically made for him. As much as I want to get into Jalen Brunson's number, shout out to Jalen Brunson, 35 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Monster stat line. I'm sorry, bro. For a loss. I can't. I want to be
shot, bro. Not for nothing. At the end, I thought that was going in.
Yeah, like listen, when
it looked like it was going in, bro.
When I came up playing ball, it didn't matter if you had 100. If you lost, it didn't matter.
Oh, of course. It's a loss. A loss is as I said, it stings, bro. But this is just one I'm not gonna dig too deep into. Or again, you could place blame. It's not like you could place blame in only one place. There's like 4 or 5 different places you could go, which is why I'm not gonna dig too deep. Now, if it was one person's fault, then we'd have to do some digging. But you know what I mean? As I said, I don't think this game is that much to be digging into. A buzzer beater happened, Devin Booker happened. That's all there is to it. Could we have gotten off to a better start? Absolutely. But it just came down to a buzzer beater. Bottom line.
So the UFOs outside my window. Plane is
I actually heard that too. I was wondering what that was.
Mad low, bro.
That.
Like,
I heard that.
Dude, what the hell? Like,
at first I thought you was bugging, and then I heard it. I was like, oh wait, he's not bugging.
I thought I was getting abducted, bro. Like, what the hell was that?
I guess we're moving along.
Yeah. So all right. So look, I will say this though. Jalen Brunson is looking like an all-star day by day.
He gotta be one. Shoot.
Day by day. This is ridiculous. This stat line 35, 6, 8, and 3 is crazy. He's been doing this pretty much constantly. I'm not gonna lie. He had a slow start for like the first 4 games and then like blew up into this. Brunson is the only consistent on this team. As much as I love Randall, as much as we all love Randall, we all know what's gonna come with Randall. We know what's gonna happen. When it comes down to Randall, it's like, what kind of triple-double are you? I mean, triple-double. What kind of double-double are you gonna get from him? Are you gonna get the double-double that helps us win, or are you gonna get the double-double with 8 turnovers and shooting 20% from 3? You get what I mean? So, but when it comes down to Jalen Brunson, this is consistent. He had like 1 bad game this whole year so far, maybe 2.
But he's the A guy. That's our A guy. There's no debate about that. He's not even debating it. He's the A guy.
I can't. There's no debating this. I agree with you. Like this is the point I'm even trying to make. He is the A guy. Who else do I want to talk about here? RJ Barrett. Dude, he's been in slumber for like the last 3 games.
What was his field goals this game? I'm curious. I didn't get a chance to look at the numbers because we went right into the live after the game.
Oh my goodness. He is a whopping. The air traffic is crazy around me today. Whopping 27% from the field.
Not good. Can't have that.
And 0% from 3.
As I said, bro, his percentage from 3 wasn't gonna stay 50% the whole year. I could have told y'all that. I mean, I already did tell y'all that.
But a 0, Stevie.
Bro, you're not gonna hit 3s every game. Not everybody's Steph Curry.
A 0? You get paid. How much is RJ's contract, bro? How much is,
bro? You're not gonna hit 3s every game. Not everybody does that.
Not even. I don't even want 3s. I want a 3. 1.
Again, you're not gonna hit. Sometimes you're not gonna hit 3s. You get cold. Remember, Barrett's not one of the best shooters in the league. Keep that in mind.
All right, NBA's getting soft, bro. Dude, if I'm getting paid $200 million, whatever, $100+ million, yo, bro, you gotta hit 1 3. On God, this is why I would get fired as an NBA coach. I would not tolerate it. I would, especially with free throws. You're getting paid X amount of that money and you can't hit free throws. Mitchell, listen. I love Mitchell Robinson. I love him to death. I'm tired of the lies. The whole, he's working on his. No, you're not working on your free throws, Mitchell Robinson. You've been in the league for 5 years. If it took you 5 years and you can't hit a single free throw, bro, you're not working on it. Don't lie to me. You're not working on it.
That's another thing, bro. So some people are just not good at free throws, bro. Same thing. Look at Shaq. Shaq one of the greatest centers of all time.
But Shaq would tell you
he can't shoot free throws for shit.
But Shaq would tell you he never worked on free throws. He'll tell you straight up he never worked on free throws. I'm tired of the announcers looking me in my or whispering in my ear, telling me, yeah, Mitchell Robinson's telling us he's been working on it over. You're not working on it, bro. You're not working on it. Dude, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Again, bro, some people just not good at certain things in the game, bro. No matter, bro, here's the thing.
I can't, bro. I can't accept
that,
bro.
In pro basketball, bro, you're going to have your players that are good at everything, and you're going to have your players that are good at certain things and bad at other things. Again, Shaq's a perfect example. He was a terrible free throw shooter. Look at Ben Wallace, bro. Ben Wallace, you know Ben Wallace, right? You realize the defensive impact he had on Detroit Pistons?
Yeah.
He was literally identity and probably the main reason they won one chip.
Yeah.
Not the main, he's a big reason. He's a big reason. Dude, worst free throw shooter in history. Ever.
That's so sad.
Bro, and it's
that's
bad,
so sad.
47% type shit.
Well, Robinson's gonna meet him right there. He keeps this up.
Nah, he's not that bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Robinson has room to get better. He's not gonna be the worst in history, which is why I'm trying to put a positive spin on this. I'm not disagreeing with you. He is terrible at free throw shooting, but I think he's working on it.
Well, right now
I think he's working on it. He's just not good at it. That's just what it is, bro.
Right now he is shooting 33% from the line.
Oh, for the season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was that bad. I take back everything I just said. Can we edit this? Okay, don't edit it.
Unfortunately not.
I have to take the L for that one. I have to take the L for that one.
Unfortunately not, bro. Listen, dude, and I'm right. I agree with you. Like you said something very important. You said he could get better. His jump when you look at his release, it's no longer straight. It's arched. So
he's trying. He's trying. You can't say he's not.
But like
I didn't know he was shooting 33%. I didn't know it was that serious.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. Like, dude, if you I can't believe that, bro. I can't believe that
he's a better free throw shooter than Mitchell Robinson.
You know what I mean, bro? Like, I can't accept that, dude. I cannot.
I'm at least hitting 50%.
Bro, we should do that.
At least hitting 50%.
We should do that, bro. We gotta go to the gym and we're gonna put Stevie on the line. We're gonna put Stevie on the line. We're gonna see how many he can make.
What, out of 10?
Yeah, we're gonna make you run some laps first to make it fair, just so you could get, be tired a little bit, get some tired legs, and then we'll put you on the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And we'll see. We'll see if who's a better free throw shooter, Stevie or Mitchell Robinson. Bro, I can't. I find it really hard to believe that you spend 8 hours a day in the gym. Bro, if I spent 8 hours,
you're not gonna shoot free throws for 8 hours.
But yo, bro, at least take
that's a lot of free throw.
At least, yo, bro, he needs it.
Bro, for 8 hours though,
bro.
Look at it this way: if he's shooting 33% now, what makes you think he's gonna shoot any better for 8 hours straight?
Bro, but it's working. You're working on your craft, bro. Like,
for 8 hours, bro.
Bro, okay, at least 8 out of 8. Give me like an hour, bro.
All right, man. That's a little more doable.
An hour. So look, you do an hour per day of free throws, right? Hour per day. That's 7 hours a week, right? Bro,
okay.
7 hours a week. How many days?
How many free throws is that? Would you estimate?
Bro, okay, let's say you do in an hour
50. We'll go 50.
50 free throws in an hour.
Because you got to dribble, you got to read, so your form right. You know what I mean? Yeah, that takes some time. That takes like 30, 40 seconds.
So 50 times 7, that's 350 free throws a week.
That's a lot, bro.
Times it by 4 weeks in a month. That's 1,400 free throws a month.
It's a lot, bro.
Bro, you're telling me he won't improve?
Bro, again, some people just not good at it.
Dude,
no
that's
how hard you
I can't believe that.
It be like that.
Dude, I can't, bro. I can't. My mind just can't comprehend that, bro. It's hard. Listen,
it be like that, bro. That's just how it is.
That's unfortunate, bro.
Look at it this way. You want to hear something weird?
Yeah.
There's dudes. You ever notice that the mid-range jump shot is kind of rare nowadays?
Yeah.
We got all these 3-point shooters, and you don't see none of them shooting mid range. The king of the mid range is DeMar DeRozan. You know what I mean? So think about it. Like it be on some today's NBA is on some shit like that.
Listen, bro, Mitch Robinson, you got to figure it out, bro. All right, so okay, Julius Randle, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Not happy with the rebounding. That's probably why he was in the negative overall. He was -9.
Turnovers. That's what I want to know.
Turnovers 2.
Pretty good, Randall. Keep that up.
But 25% from 3.
You gotta work on that, bro. Gotta work on that, bro.
He's been struggling. He's been struggling a lot this year, bro, with the 3 ball. He's not what he used to be. Let's see it. I'm gonna look up.
Bro, he needs to post more, bro. Bro, how many times in the third quarter there was a couple of times where it looked like he was gonna drive to the basket, but he didn't, and he shot a little mid range. That was pretty sweet. He needs to do that more,
bro. There was even a time
I want more of that from him because he seems like people seem. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just want to get this point out real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
When he was doing that today, it seemed like the defenders were overplaying him. So they were expecting him to go to the basket most of the time. He needs to do that little mid-range thing he did the 1 or 2 times I saw it today more often, bro. Because he had a little control with that, too. I'm just throwing that out there. That's all. I need more of that.
I agree. And I really liked what they were doing with him on the post. They would give him the ball. He would turn. And then he would work his way into the paint at the free throw line and do that little jump shot.
That's what I'm saying.
And it was flawless. That and ones he was getting, the and ones he was getting is right there at the rim, bro. He is a paint beast, bro. He needs to keep it that way. Because right now, overall, he's shooting 25% from 3 overall. That is horrible.
Talking about for the season?
Yes.
Nah, I agree, bro.
Horrible, bro.
Yo, Randall, we always defend you, bro, but now we're gonna give you advice.
Dude, go to the paint,
bro. Stay in the paint. You're a strong guy. I don't think anybody in the NBA, outside maybe of Giannis, can stop you in the paint, bro. I think that should be where you be, bro. Because you can shoot your threes, but if you're shooting 25%, the way I see it, you should only be attempting 1 3 per quarter and go by that. If you're 2 for 2 going into the next half, just hypothetically, you're 2 for 2 in the first half, fire away the next half, depending on how you go. But if you miss them first 2, you paint beasting all game. At least that's how I would do it personally, bro. Because the dude can't be stopped in the paint from what I see.
And he draws a lot of attention once he gets into the paint, the double. Now, if Brunson keeps playing the way he's doing, all Randall's got to do is hold the ball, wait for the double, pass out to Brunson, boom. Buckets all day. But I think what they need to do is they need to base his offense paint first, shooting second. They have it the other way. They have it shooting first, paint second. Because every time he gets the ball, he's on the 3-point line. Every time he's on the 3-point.
So that means we have to cut down on him bringing the ball up. I don't mind him bringing the ball up because from time to time he makes plays. But I want Brunson bringing the ball up most of the time.
Or a guard. You got to give it up to a guard. Whether it's Brunson,
RJ.
quickly.
If you want to go that way, RJ. I would go RJ.
Yes, I would.
As far as the starting lineup goes, it'd be Brunson, RJ,
even Grimes. Even Grimes. I would much rather Grimes because I feel more comfortable with Grimes than Randall dribbling. Because when Randall starts dribbling, oh, my anxiety goes through the roof. My anxiety goes all the way through the roof. Because, look we love Randall. We like Randall. Overall, he's great. But I would be lying to you if I said he doesn't give me anxiety when he dribbles. Bro, I be on my screen get it out of his hands. Don't dribble. Stop dribbling, bro. But overall,
I like it when he gets the ball and just drives.
Yes.
He needs to do that.
No thinking, bro. Again,
just drive, bro.
No thinking.
And once you see that double team coming, you dish it out. He still got to work on that, man. He's not good at the double team. I can't lie. That's one of the main criticism a lot of his haters come up with. and I can't argue with the haters about that.
That's actually a valid point. Finally, they come with a valid point. Like,
now, yeah, that is valid. I won't argue that. I won't argue with the haters on that one. That's the facts. He's not too good at reacting to double teams. He still has to work on that. He has his moments where he's gotten better at it and made plays, but for the most part, when he's rattled, he basically gets back to bad habits, and that's where his problem is. When you rattle Randall, he turns to old Randall. He forgets who he is.
He panics. Yeah, he starts thinking. He starts like he does the okay. You know what I mean? He does the thinking Randall, and he needs to work on his timing. And he waits too long. Like the moment you see the guy coming, that's it. Boom, throw it. Don't wait until the guy is here. Like,
and then he's like this with the ball.
Yeah, and then he starts doing this, and then he does the infamous jump pass. He throws in the fourth row. Like, it's bad. Like, the jump pass got to stop. That's another thing that has to stop. Jump pass is disgusting. That is an automatic no-go because, dude, once you're in the air, you have one option or two. Either shoot it or you're passing it. You can't be thinking in the air. Like, you have at least a second. Like, why you think you're supposed to think before you get in the air, not while you're in the air. So, Randall, we love you, but this is what you gotta critique, in our opinion. Okay, so let's go down the list. RJ Barrett, 9.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Kaka.
Yeah, I give him credit for the rebounds, though. I'll give him that.
2
rebounds. He
rebounds
doesn't get 7 boards.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong stat line.
Wait, that wasn't RJ Barrett?
No, that was someone from the Suns. I apologize. It was 2 rebounds.
Oh, I'll take that back.
Kaka.
I need more than 2 rebounds from a dude that's 6'7". At least 3.
And I'm gonna need more than 9 points in 31 minutes. That's a fact. Quentin Grimes. So let's get into this. Light air clipping, Stevie.
All right, yeah. We're bringing back segments, and one of the old segments we used to do was my segment called Light It or Clip That. And the way it works is you say light it for yes or clip that for no. And on today's Light It or Clip That, the question is light it or clip that. Is Scott Perry? Wait, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Been a while since I've done it. Light it or clip that. Scott Perry is right. The Knicks should make a move for a wing so that they could move RJ Barrett to the shooting guard position, which implies, at least this is what I'm getting out of it. And I know LJ's looking forward to talking about this. This kind of implies according to Perry, and he's not in the Knicks organization, so I'm just taking this as rumor and not fact. It kind of sounds like Quentin Grimes might be expendable. So light it or clip that. Is Quentin Grimes, light it or clip that. Scott Perry's right. We should make a move for a wing so we can move RJ to the shooting guard.
I'm gonna light it right now. I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say, let's wait it out. Cool. We said last 5 games. Let's go deeper than that. Let's go Quentin Grimes last 10 games. Let's go last 10 games.
Remember, he missed some games off injury, so do 7.
7. All right, let's do 7.
The last 7. Do the last 7.
We'll do 7. Last 7 games. All right. For the last 7 games, he is averaging 6 points in 24 minutes. That is completely not productive whatsoever. It would be different. Now, people say, okay, now what about his defense? He's not even averaging a steal. So, now I do get it. There's a lot of things he does that don't show on the stat sheet.
He actually made a few good plays today, not for nothing. He made a few good plays, like, off the ball that actually helped the Knicks get baskets. So, I actually defend him on that, and he does do things that you don't see on the stat sheet, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, so
that's not what we're getting at.
So overall, the productivity from Grimes is little to nothing. I'm gonna keep it
offensively, at least.
Offensively, yes, we're gonna keep it offensively because we all know what he can do on defense. We're gonna leave that. That's what he has. We'll give him that.
That's given. We talk about it all the time. We give him props for it. It's not what we're talking about today.
But bro, you're a starter, and in the last 7 games, and we'll get to the overall too. But we're just gonna talk about the last 7 games, just because he was injured in some games. And a lot of people are saying this is because of his injury. So, you know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there too as well. That's why I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt in the first place, but I'm done with Grimes. Dude, I
Wait, you're
can't.
done? Really? Like that's it? No
Not
more chances?
if once that deal comes up, I'm on that. I'm on
Wait,
the
all right, let me
trigger.
rephrase that. When I say you're done, by you being done, you don't mean like you're done with him, F Grimes, but like you're done giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like
Okay,
this.
okay. I just want to be on the same page. Okay.
Yeah,
I just
because
wanna be on the
because
same
because
page.
at the end of the day, Grimes was my breakout player. I want him to do well, but
Yo,
he's
he was a lot of people's breakout player, bro. Like a lot of not just ours. Shout out to Mill Media. Wasn't
Yeah.
he Mills?
Yeah.
Wasn't he Mills breakout player too?
Yeah.
A lot of other podcasts, Big Nick Energy, even some of the haters. I don't want to name them. Even some of the Twitter haters. A lot of them had Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, and you know when you're a starter averaging 6 points, 1 rebounds, and 1 assist, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Okay, question. What would be an acceptable stat line? Not let's leave out him breaking out.
Okay.
What's an acceptable stat line for him now?
So
Like,
okay,
that you would accept.
okay. So he is as the shooting guard on our team and the flamethrower that he is, and you know his play style is he's the 3-point specialist. You can say he worked out with JJ Redick. You know, so it's obvious that he is the scorer of the first unit of the 3-point scorer at that. I would say averaging, because there is a lot of scoring going on amongst the starters. I would say average 14 points and 3 assists.
I was gonna say 11, because like you said, there's a lot of scoring going on. So I ain't gonna lie. Being that his role is mostly standing in the corner, I think 10, 11 points would be acceptable. 14 would have been breakout.
Okay,
that
so
would have been breakout.
okay, so I'll drop it.
honest with you.
I'll drop it to 12. I'll drop it to 12.
Oh no, I'm not saying you're wrong. Like you could have your answer. I'm just saying that because what I mean by acceptable is like right now he's not playing his best ball. You know what I mean? So if he was averaging 10, for example, we'd be like, all right, he's not playing his best ball. He's averaging double figures. You know what I mean? At least. Think of the conversation we'd be having if he was averaging 14 and shooting good.
Oh, we would be undefeated right now, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we would be undefeated. But here's the thing, though. I can't run on dreams no more, bro. I need results.
I hear you.
Because a lot of people could easily just tell me like, oh, LJ, you know, you gotta wait it out, this, that, and the third. Cool. But how long are you willing to wait? That's my question to you. So if you're out there right now watching this and your question behind the screen is, LJ, you know, are you gonna, you know, you gotta wait for him. My question is, oh, that's not a question, it's a statement. My question to you is, how long are you willing to wait? This is Quentin Grimes' second year as a starter, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Second year as a starter. He did pretty good last year, but again, disappeared in the playoffs. He was another one. He was one of those guys that disappeared, vanished, nowhere to be found. So I just think we can get a better starter. I'll say that. We could probably there will probably come a deal. Like, okay, put it like this. I'm gonna make it easy. Grimes is expendable. I'll put it like that. I'll keep it easy, short like that. Grimes is expendable. I'll keep it
So
just
you
like
it.
Yeah, I'll keep it just like that. Grimes is expendable. He's good, but if you're gonna keep producing this, I gotta outsource, bro. I have to. I like your defense. It's good. It's great. But bro, it's like a Frank Ntilikina all over again. Frank Ntilikina was good on defense. We got rid of him because he had no offense. Grimes is slowly.
Whoa! That's actually. Do I dare call that a hot take, bro?
Maybe.
I didn't even think about that, honestly.
Because that's the same problem with Frank Ntilikina. He was a great defender. You know, length, size, all of that.
He had the tools. He did.
The problem was no offense. Same with Deuce. Great defense, no offense. Grimes is falling in that same category. Great defense, no offense. And you know,
that's an ill hot take. You did the Kina. I didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean? So it's I wouldn't say bag of chips. You know, that was just me over exaggerating. Quentin Grimes is a player you're gonna have to think about getting rid of somebody for somebody good. You gotta get rid of him for somebody good in return, because his defense is what keeps him alive. He is climbing the ladder of elite defenders. He's climbing that ladder. So he's not bag of chips worthy. But dude, at the end of the day, bro, yeah, championships win. Defense wins championships. You got to score, bro. The West is nothing. It's all about scoring. And granted, our defense, hinders a lot of their scoring, which is why we're in a lot of these games. But there's gonna be a lot of times where guys are gonna get hot, and we're gonna need to be able to match. We're not gonna be able to always, hold it down to defense. There's gonna come a time where we're gonna have to match the offense. And if you got RJ Barrett out there matching, Jalen Brunson out there is definitely going to be matching. Julius Randle, might be matching. But it's actually more important when they're not matching. When let's say RJ Barrett or Julius Randle's having a tough game, it's up to Grimes now to pick up that slack. If Grimes keeps producing this, they won't look for him when they're struggling. They'll just shoot it out themselves.
That makes sense.
If Grimes can shoot, if Grimes can prove that he's being consistent, they'll look for his outlet. But if they're not comfortable, they'll just much rather stick with themselves, and I don't blame them. If I'm RJ or Randall, I would much rather stick to my own guns than give it to Grimes if he's just gonna keep doing this. You get what I mean? So that's why I stick with Grimes. So yeah, I'm gonna light it.
I'm not lighting it yet. And the reason being is, as you said, you don't just trade that level of defensive production just for anybody. You know what I mean? He's a good fit in the lineup, despite his offensive liability. But as you said, bro, eventually we're going to need buckets to match up with teams. And this is a high scoring league. Yeah, defense wins championships. But if you really look at the Knicks, bro, let's be real. There's a starting five. 2 of our 5 are offensive liabilities at this moment. So that means it's usually 3 versus 5. And that's no disrespect to Grimes. He's a very capable offensive player. We've seen
or Mitch, because I know that's who you're talking about too.
No, but that's the facts.
Yeah.
Mitch isn't going to give you much offense. That's just what it is. But as far as Grimes goes, he has the ability to drive, he can shoot, the potential's there. But blame it on the system. You can blame it on his role. For whatever reason, he's not producing.
And it also comes down, like, even if he didn't produce more so on points, his skill set and the skills that he has the potential to be a playmaker for others. He could easily average 4 or 5 assists with the way he plays, because he's so fast, so quick. He could cause so much havoc, and he's a good passer. So he could easily get down into the paint and pass it out to somebody, pass out to Grimes, or pass it out to Brunson, or pass it out to Randall, or pass out to somebody. His thing is, if he's lacking in one, he's lacking in all. That's a problem. He has to figure out to be useful in other areas, not just on defense. Defense is cool. That's great. But you got 2 sides of the court. You know what I mean? You gotta play both sides, bro. You have to. And if you're not gonna score, you gotta be assisting. You gotta do something, bro. You gotta do something. And as a shooting guard, it's in the name. You gotta shoot. You gotta shoot the ball and make it. So if you're not living up to that shooting guard role, dude, you're gonna put Tibbs in a tough spot, bro.
You know what's crazy, bro? Maybe. All right, here's 2 things. Number one, another reason I'm not lighting it yet is because in order for us to move RJ to the 2, you'd have to get a credible 3. And I don't see no credible 3s that are available worth trading a player like Grimes for. You know what I mean? So for now, I would stick with him. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're right, 100%. I'm not going to disagree. But I think we should stick with him for the time being until we see what's out there. Because ain't no wings out there. We don't hear no rumors about any, credible wings out there. OG Anunoby maybe, but, these guys ain't really going to mess with us. Because we're suing them, apparently. And the whole Dolan thing with the union. So, yeah, Toronto's...
Shout out to Dolan standing on business, by the way.
That's a fact. I can't lie, bro. OG Anunoby sounds intriguing. I'll be real honest with you. If we could trade for him somehow and move RJ to the 2, that's an elite defense still. And he's a better offensive player than Quentin Grimes is. OG's only problem is he's injury prone.
Injury prone, yeah. And listen, if you don't agree with us, that's fine. But really take a look at the Knicks starting 5 and you tell me out of that starting 5, who is the most movable. Guarantee you'll land on Grimes.
You know what? Let's look at it. Let's go one by one.
All right, let's start. Let's not even go there. Let's go with Jalen Brunson first.
I mean, not really, because you could knock that out.
All right,
he's the A guy, so he's out.
All right,
that's one.
So Mitchell Robinson,
defensive anchor, offensive liability, cool, but his impact is enough that it creates more possessions due to him being the best offensive rebounder in the league. He holds down the paint, so he's important. He ain't going nowhere unless you're giving us a better center.
Yep,
a better defensive center. He's not going nowhere.
Now Julius Randle,
yeah, the guy most Knicks fans want to trade, but the reality of it is one of the best contracts in the NBA, 25-10 player. You're not gonna get that on most of the mid-level contracts. So contractually speaking, he's a discount. He's
two-time All-Star, two-time All-NBA.
Two-time All-Star, yeah. We can go through the resume.
The list, most improved player, not going nowhere. RJ Barrett, he improves every year, bro. He improves every year, and RJ is Grimes should take notes from RJ, because RJ is realizing he can be useful in other aspects other than just offense. He's being more active under the boards with the rebounds. He's averaging more rebounds. He's almost averaging 5, 6 rebounds a game.
Yes,
so,
sir.
He's becoming a better defender. So, and he's increasing his threat level on offense with the mid-range jump shot. So he's doing things to make himself better. Now we land on Quentin Grimes. Exactly.
You want to take this one?
No, the silence spoke very, very loud, Stevie. Silence spoke very loud.
I don't want to disrespect Grimes, though.
It's not disrespect.
The reason I say that is because, like, me being silent makes it sound like he's useless. No, we're not saying he's useless. He's not useless at all. In fact, he's very valuable. And if his offense gets better, that makes us a much better, more dangerous team. But the fact of the matter is, he's just not showing up at that end.
And it could be the end, it could be the wrist, it could be the coaching, it could be a million different reasons. Unfortunately, we don't have that information. The only information we have is his stats and the way he's playing. And from the way he's playing, his stats compared to the other 4 we just mentioned, not up to par. Does not match the criteria. If like I said, if the shooting is really that much of a struggle, he needs to get more involved with the assists and the playmaking, getting, pump fakes. Because at the end of the day, when you see Grimes catch the ball at the 3-point line, you got to run out and contest that. You can't just leave him wide open. So, you can use that to your advantage. You may be struggling, boom, pump fake. Now, if you pump fake, get him in the air, now you got a 4-on-5. You drive to the basket, you could lob it up to Mitch, you could kick it out back to Jalen Brunson at the 3. You could do a lot of different things. You don't have to necessarily force the 3 to, get yourself in rhythm. But at the same time, you got to get that shot, bro. You're a shooting guard. You got to get that shot in. You got to. It's very frustrating watching Grimes just fire away and hit nothing. It's frustrating, bro. It really is. So overall, I do agree with Stevie. We shouldn't, jump the gun on anything. We got to really, see our choices. But I would really recommend the Knicks to start looking. I would say that. Out of those 5, if we had to fix anything, it would be that shooting guard position.
I don't think benching him would help either. Because if he's not coming off with firepower on the starting lineup, I don't see it happening on the bench personally.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's his role. Yeah, I mean, maybe he produces more off the bench. It'd be like that sometimes. I don't know. Just like the same way with free throws.
That's a possibility. That's a
just
possibility. Maybe he's better off the bench. I didn't think about that possibility. Maybe he is. Who knows?
perfect example is Josh Hart. We saw what he could do in the starting lineup. It's not good, but coming off the bench, he's amazing.
It's better for him. Yeah.
So
who knows? You might be onto something. So,
but at the end of the day, though, it does hurt. Though it hurts the ego. So we don't know how that would affect him psychologically. He may take it the wrong way. So it's weird. It's hard. It's hard because when you have a team and you have a system, especially as tight as Tibbs, changes aren't easy. So even if you are struggling, he won't change it. So, it's up at this point. I think it's more so up to the front office because Tibbs won't change. Tibbs is stubborn when it comes to that. So I think it's up to the front office. Just look. Let's just start looking, because the worst thing we can do is not look and miss out on something that we could possibly had. So, because at the end of the day, bro, the way Grimes is playing, he's making himself expendable. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. It's just how it's crumbling for him. If you want to get specific, he's just not producing. And I'm not saying he can't. He has the repertoire. He has the skill set to. We've seen Grimes hot. We see what he can do when he's hot, especially on defense. He showed it in the playoffs. He shows heart and hustle, but. Heart and hustle can only get you so far. You gotta bring the skill set. You gotta get buckets, bro. Hustle and heart can only get you so far. The skill set can take you over the hump. That's what we're missing. We're missing the hump right now. He's got to get over the hump, because right now he's averaging 6 points. If he gets over the hump, like we said, he's averaging 11, 12 points. So,
bro, he brings us that helps a lot.
It does help a lot. It helps immensely, bro. Immensely, because it opens up everything else. It opens everything for everybody else. Because now it's sort of, instead of 3 main threats on the court, you have 4. You get what I mean? Because right now it's starting to become
3 on 5.
No, but it's actually gonna slim down more, bro. Believe it or not.
Why you say that?
With the way Brunson is playing, do not be surprised if we see a lot of doubles thrown at Brunson, forcing the offense to run through Randall, unfortunately. So it's going to get interesting, bro. Grimes is going to be needed ASAP. Because
now you counter that?
Huh?
Now you counter that?
Yeah, you countered that with Grimes. Because now
you counter that though? Easy.
Oh,
quickly in the starting lineup.
But that goes back to Tibbs changing his ways. That's up to Tibbs, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, but if Tibbs were to make a change, that would most likely be the most likely one. Especially if we resign him. Because Quickly could start at the 2.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm opening up to Quickly starting at the 2. Especially if he get that money. Depending what we give him.
And Brunson are actually a decent defensive backcourt. So, yeah, that could work.
And then off the bench, you'll have Grimes, DiVincenzo, Hart.
That's what I'm saying. Something to think about. I'm not saying we have to do that or that's the solution.
But if
but
this
something to think about.
If this continues, something's gonna have to. At least it's got to be like said. It hasn't even been said about Grimes. Grimes disappeared from everybody.
You're the first.
We're
pretty much the first.
We're the first. The media, the code, nobody's mentioning Grimes' play. So we'll mention it. It's on the radar, bro. And if it continues throughout the whole season, especially once we make it through the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, we love Grimes. We love his hustle. We love his heart. But we loved Obi for his hustle and his heart. And he got himself kicked out of the starting lineup in Indiana. So,
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, so.
I hate to laugh at that, but, man, people was talking major stuff.
No, we know. I listen, Stevie. I'm gonna take the high road, bro. We know.
That's what I'm saying. I also am taking the high
Yeah,
road.
take the high road, Stevie. We know. We trust me. We know. We know. But I don't want to be too harsh on Grimes and the whole bag of chips thingy. That was just me being emotional. I have to come back down to earth and really think about it. Um, yes, I do have my Nick. I'm a Nick fan. At the end of the day, I do have my emotional rants, but it's also my duty to get my mind back from outer space into my own body. So, with that being said, I would just say, Grimes, you're on the watch list. I'll say that you're on my watch list. Unfortunately, because you were my breakout player, but you are now entered LJ's watch list. You don't want to be on LJ's watch list because I'm watching you like this, Grimes. Everything. I'm watching your morning routine. I'm watching you work out throughout the day. I'm watching you. So, it is what it is. What can you do? Overall, the Knicks are looking. This is how weird the Knicks are. As bad as they play, as bad as they could perform, they're always in the game. They're so weird. They're so weird, Stevie. It's odd. It's really odd. I can't explain it. I'm just gonna go with it. But I will say this though. If Quentin Grimes does change his game, that goes out the window. We would be in third, fourth place right now, easy. Not even gonna lie to you. So honestly, it's up to Grimes. And because I'm not worried about Barrett. He's gonna find his rhythm again. He's just going through something. It's up to Grimes, bro. He's the next one. That's what we're waiting for. It's up to Grimes, my man. So if you want to add anything onto that, add it.
No, I got nothing.
So, I was gonna do the is it just me or, but we pretty much just went through the entire Grimes numbers. So the is it just me or was just is it just me or should Grimes take a back seat? We pretty much hammered that down to the nail. So
yeah,
let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let us know if we're tripping, bugging. I don't think we are. I think we're being very rational about this. It's the obvious. You know what I mean? Like if you really look at that starting lineup, he is the only one not performing. So. And you can't just not look at it. You can't just not like, oh, he's not performing. That's bad. Your starter is not performing. That's bad for business. Because if RJ Barrett wasn't performing, it would be ESPN headlines. If Randall wasn't performing, it would be all over it would be global news. So, I'm not saying Grimes deserves that slander, but I'm just saying, we gotta hold Grimes to the same pedestal as these guys because he's also a starter. He's not some rando bench player. He's a starter. We treat Grimes as if he's a bench player. No, he's a starter. So I'm gonna hold him to starter platform. So
it's only fair.
It's only fair. And if you really look at it, he's the only missing link from us being a better team. Food for thought. New York, food for thought. So I will leave you out with that. This episode kind of went on longer than expected, but it was good.
Yep, we had a lot to say.
This was good though. This was definitely good. It was good. We got a lot of good info out, and it's talking points. You got to talk. You got to think. It's good to think. It's bad to be complacent. When you're complacent, anything's up for grabs at that point. Laziness, all that other stuff comes with complacency. Let this be a life lesson too. Complacency is bad. You always want to push out your comfort zone. You always want to strive for greatness. So that's what we're doing. We want the Knicks to be great, and if the Knicks want to be great, it's up to Quentin Grimes to take that next step in his career, my man. And if he doesn't, only logical to look in another direction, unfortunately. So hopefully, I don't want it to come to that, but dude, if it has to come to that, it has to come to that, bro. You can't fight it. Business, my man, business. So Stevie, any last takes on either the game, Grimes, anything?
No, not really. I'm done, honestly. I can't wait till this week's basketball.
There we go. Who do we have next week? I think we have the Hornets again. Let me see. Knicks.
I love playing the Hornets.
Yeah.
I like LaMelo Ball. He's a fun player to watch.
Yeah, so we got the Hornets. We got. So okay, fuck it. We'll do a 4-game prediction. So we got the Hornets, the Pistons,
2 W's.
and the Raptors twice.
Ooh. So I got us winning 3. I got us losing 1 to the Raptors. So we winning 3 out of those 4.
Nice. So okay, let's put one more because it has 5 on here. They got the Jazz after the Raptors,
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
and it's a 9 p.m. game. Most likely, we'll not be going live because that's a very late game.
That's gonna be a goodie though. I can't even lie to you, bro. I like Laurie marketed. He's another fun player to watch. I like marketed.
Clarkson is still on that team, right? Jordy
He is.
Clarkson.
He is.
So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So Grimes, you got 5 games to prove yourself, my friend. Nah, that's OD. But you know, these are good games to show something, bro. Like especially the Jazz. You know, you can't, bro. If you drop less than 5 points against the Pistons, bro, we're gonna have an issue. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. So, you know, it's on you, Grimes, bro. The spotlight's on you, dude. This is what it means to be a starter in New York, my friend. It's nothing new either. Like it's not like this is new. Like we hold the spotlight. Fuck the spotlight. We hold the sun to Randall. Like, do it, do it, Randall. Like, so you know, it's only right we do it to you too, Rhymes. You know, you're not exempt. If anything, the pressure's on, my friend. Not too much, but let's get it going. Let's do it. Do what we know you can do. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Amen. All right. So I'm LJ.
Stevie in the building.
We are Knicks Anonymous. We are the people's voice.
And we are nothing without you, the people.
Beautiful people. Which, if you want, always we go live as much as we can. For the most part, after every game. Usually the late games we might not, because late games, obviously, like the West Coast games, 9 o'clock games, I'm not staying past 10:30. That's a beast. Or but fuck it, 10:30, 12. So like, you know, respectful. You know, and honestly, I hope you guys go to sleep after the game too. What are you guys doing to wake after the game? But yeah, man. Knicks Anonymous episode 110 in the 109. This would have been 110. 19 in the books, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.